Hey guys, Ben with Impossibly Kosher here, and today I have a fun review for you guys. I love making rotisserie. Chicken, wings, beef, really you name it. My biggest challenge was how was I going to make rotisserie in my standard oven? Everything was electronic or needed a special tool or a special adapter, but that's when I stumbled upon the Roto-Q 360. Completely mechanical and allows you to do rotisserie pretty much anywhere where there's heat. In your home oven, in a smoker, or over some live fire cooking. And today I'm going to be making some delicious wings using the Roto-Q 360's extra large basket. So what is the Roto-Q 360? Take a look at the video up here to see a little bit more about the unboxing, setup, and review in my first video. In this one, it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be comparing the traditional basket with the extra large basket that was just released. So let's get to it. So let's dive right into the start of today's show, the Roto-Q 360 XL Basket. If you've been following along, and I'll leave a link and you'll be able to find it in the card above, I've reviewed the Roto-Q 360's full lineup in that video. And if you have the Roto-Q, you know I've already reviewed the regular size basket, which was awesome. But what's so special about the XL version? Think of it like the big leagues of rotisserie cooking, for wings that is. Now this thing is significantly bigger than the regular one. So perfect for those days when you want to cook for a crowd or just don't feel like running into multiple batches. Because with rotisserie, it can take quite a bit of time. The XL basket can actually handle up to 5 pounds of food, which is about 40 wings. The regular is only 25 wings. So on that game day or when you have a bunch of people coming over, it's perfect for making that big batch. And you can see that right away just by this comparison. One of my favorite things about this basket is how it gives everything that perfect even cook. It spins smoothly so every piece gets its time in the heat. No sad or soggy spots, just beautifully crisp and juicy results every time. And stick around until the end. I'm going to explain a little mistake that I made that can actually save you a little bit of headache in order to get you that best crispy result. But here's the thing, it's not just about the wings. You can actually throw in veggies, potatoes, anything that fits really. Brussels sprouts even. But I'm going to keep it traditional today. I'm going to be using classic chicken wings, marinating them up in a delicious sweet sauce, and underneath them I'm going to be putting a nice bed of basically spiced Brussels sprouts. And all that's going to be cooked in my Yoder smoker. Alright, let's get into the unboxing. Quite simply, the XL basket comes in a box, well packaged, but on its own. Now when I lined up the two baskets, the regular and the XL next to each other, the difference was immediately clear, and you can see it right there. The XL is wider, deeper, and honestly you can see that extra capacity. One thing I noticed, and this is where the Roto-Q really nails it, is that even though it's a bigger size, the XL basket keeps the same clever design, those locking arms that easily snap into place. The mesh is fine enough around to hold smaller items like Brussels sprouts or some chopped up veggies without letting them fall through. And they've managed to double the capacity without affecting how it's going to be turning or actually its use in the unit. Now we're going to put the XL basket to work. First up is the prep. We're keeping it simple and classic today with some party-sized chicken wings. And underneath, some Brussels sprouts. And here's a little pro tip for you. Buy your wings whole and slice them just at the joint to get your party-sized wings. We'll save you a couple of bucks and it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes to get all your wings butchered up. So we slice the wings into party size, where you see I follow right until the joint, slice right through, and there's your wings. Next, the marinade. My marinade today is going to be a nice, sweet Asian style sauce with tons of garlic. Here I start by grating 4 cloves of garlic. I like to grate the garlic instead of crushing it. Funny enough, you actually get a better taste. If you know why, let me know in the comment section. Next, I add about a teaspoon of ginger powder. If you're using fresh ginger, you can use about a thumb size and grate it up again. About a tablespoon of honey, a tablespoon of sesame seeds, half a cup of soy sauce. In this cook, I'm going to be using Kikkoman's low sodium soy sauce. I just love the flavor profile that it gives. A tablespoon and a half of sesame oil, and half a teaspoon of salt. Give it a nice mix, and if you're someone who likes a little bit of heat, here you can add some chili peppers, fresh or dried. And another optional ingredient is some MSG. It'll give it a nice little kick. Give it a good mix so everything's well and incorporated, and get it over the chicken. Next comes the Brussels sprouts. Gave them a good rinse. I sliced them in half and seasoned them with a bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of oil. That's it. Nothing crazy. If you want to fancy it up, you can add a splash of balsamic vinegar, some chili flakes. Of course, leave it up to you. After tossing up those Brussels sprouts, I get them onto the tray. Now I actually have a lot of people coming tonight, so I'm going to be doing a double cook, a back-to-back with the Roto-Q. And I'm actually going to be saving these Brussels sprouts for the later cook. And it's time to load up the basket. And here's really where you can see the XL shine. I tossed in the wings, and you can see I'm stuffing it completely, and they all fit perfectly. And there's actually quite a bit of space still. When they're not too crammed, it allows better airflow, which will actually help crisp that skin better. More consistent and even cook throughout all the wings. Here, guys, is a nice pro tip for you that will save you quite a bit of frustration. When you're putting any of the tools in the Roto-Q 360, make sure that those walls are properly stable. To stabilize them, you got to put that little arm through the slit of the wall, but you got to push it to the side so it locks in place. I can't tell you how many cooks I've gone through where I was just not understanding why my chicken was falling off, why the basket wouldn't stay still, or why the heavy motor, so to speak, on the back kept pulling the unit back. So I'm a little embarrassed to say it took me like 7 cooks to figure that out. And now with this basket, everything's good. So here's a pro tip. First, you should be cranking up the motor. Then loading up the basket. Followed up by placing it in place. Make sure to crank it before filling up the basket or putting it in place, because if not, then you kind of get like this, where the basket is spinning, and if you have any juices in there, like I do in this case, they'll be splattering all over the place. And on today's cook, I'm going to be using my Yoder Smokers YS640S. It was a snowy couple days, but that hasn't stopped me before, and it's not going to stop me now. Every season is barbecue season. So we wipe off the snow, we get the cover off, we get those trays out, because they just take up space. I'll add them back in after I'm done the first cook. Expose the firebox, clean it out quickly so that it's ready for this cook. And now, because it's quite cold outside, I'm actually going to be setting the grill at 300 just to warm up. You can see the delay in the screen. We check our pellets. It could be topped up. I'm using Bear Mountain Barbecue Sweet Smoke for this cook. Also, link in the description below. Bear Mountain is by far my favorite pellets to be using. Now, we just sit and wait until we see smoke. Oh, forgot to set up the chimney. Set that up quickly. Now, ceramic igniter is on. We see smoke. Perfect, we get that cover on. Close that lid and let it get up to temp. Now, once it's been heating up for about 10-15 minutes, I noticed on the Fireboard app that it was at about 155. Then I set it to the target temp of 410. You should be cooking rotisserie chicken wings over 400 degrees to get a nice crispy skin. Here we go. So in goes the first cook. Placed perfectly. And now we close the hood. Because it's cold, we don't want to check on it too often, but I'm checking at 45 minutes. You can see the first cook is coming along quite nicely. The second one was in the evening time. It was taking a little bit longer. Close the hood and we continue. After an hour, the first cook was going a little bit quicker than the second. The second was taking a little bit of time, but whatever. But anyways, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with the second cook. Stay tuned, I'll get to it in a minute. I noticed that the wings still had a whiles to go, so I decided to re-crank that motor. Be careful, it's hot. Don't use the basic crank. Use the Allen key style crank for this. And I made a little mistake, I should have worn my barbecue gloves. It was hot. How are you liking this video so far? Give it a big thumbs up if you think it's good. And let me know about any comments or feedback you may have in the comment section. If you like the Roto-Q and you want to know where to get it, check out the description section. I'll leave a link for it there. Now with the first cook, after an hour and a half, let's open up the basket and see how they came out. Crispy skin and beautiful color. Oh, those are perfect and going to be nicely enjoyed. After about an hour, it was time to take out the Brussels sprouts. Damn, oof, that's hot. Again, I forgot to wear my barbecue gloves. Thought I can do a quick one, but went back inside, got my barbecue heat resistant gloves, tried to get them out. Seems like those sugars caramelized on, so we're just going to get those there. Take the tray out, get the Roto-Q back on in place. Look at that Brussels sprout. That's delicious. Now with the second cook, I'm actually going to be giving them a little bit of a grill marks on them. And you may be thinking, why are you doing rotisserie and grilling at the same time? Well, when you're cooking rotisserie, they actually get a better and more even cook throughout. And I don't know what it is, something about rotisserie cooking of chicken gives it a nice juicy flavor on the inside while the meat is insanely tender. But a lot of people coming really love those grill marks. So the first cook was cooked rotisserie only to get that crispy skin, and the second cook was taken off a little bit earlier and finished off with a little bit of grilling. Now, one final pro tip that I'm sure a lot of you are thinking is, how the heck are we going to clean this thing? Honestly, it is insanely easy. You just give it a little rinse, try to get off any, crunched on big bits, and then throw it in the dishwasher. You see it now when it's in the grill? Look how crunched up those pieces are on the nets. And look at it after the dishwasher. It's like brand new. Completely clean. Thank goodness, because if I had to wash this by hand, I think I would go crazy. All right, now let's do the taste test. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh, smoky and grilled. Smells a little bit sweet. That's the grilling at the end that gives it a nice little touch. The rotisserie process makes it cook slow and steady. So it's quite tender, but very juicy at the same time. I'm sure if I left it like another hour, I would have ended up with a more crispy skin. But honestly, we wanted to eat. That's why I grilled it up at the end. But the flavor is very, very good. And I'm sure with a little bit of hot honey or chili in the marinade, it would have been even better. But my wife doesn't like spicy at all. So it has a little bit of a sweetness, a nice umami from the soy sauce, good garlic flavor. And that char is just unbelievable. The smoke, there's nothing like smoked food, honestly. And about the Roto-Q 360 XL basket, honestly, I get it. If you're trying to feed a whole family, have a good amount of wings, I think it was like 40 wings, it's definitely the way to go. The smaller one is more for like 1 or 2 people, but when you're having a bigger crew, you definitely want to get the big one. Anyways, we're gonna have dinner, gonna enjoy these wings, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. Check out all the links in the description section, especially to the Roto-Q 360. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.